Hello and welcome to this Ecobricking tutorial. So today I'll be showing you what an Ecobrick is and how to make one. So this is an Ecobrick. It is basically a plastic bottle and it's stuffed full of non-recyclable materials, mostly plastics. These are really important because it gives us a way to process our non-recyclable materials that are poisoning the environment around us in a good and useful and functional way. So let's get started. You will need a big bowl, some scissors, something to shove plastic into the bottle. So I happen to have this big old screw. You can buy these long wooden cylinders at craft stores that come in different lengths and different widths, so you can just cut one to the size of a bottle, and these are used for shoving plastics into the bottle. You'll need a flat knife, preferably one with a pointy tip, and a hammer. So to get started, you'll want to shove your soft plastics into the bottom. So your soft plastics are your plastic bags. So any soft plastic that will conform to the crevices at the bottom of the bottle. It's really important that the bottle be dense and sturdy. 500 milliliter bottle should weigh about 500 grams when you're done. This is important for the integrity of the bottle because these are used in many projects, and a lot of them include construction projects like houses or benches. So it's important that they're densely packed and that they cannot be compressed more than 10%. All right, so once you have the bottom stuffed full of plastic bags, this is where you can start to add your harder plastics. So anything else that's not a plastic bag that cannot be recycled. By the way, most cities only recycle bottles, right? Bottles of various types, water bottles, laundry detergent bottles, things of that sort. Everything else goes to the landfill, right? So, like I said, here's a way to start processing some of that stuff. So, some of the recyclables, non-recyclables that I have here, you can start to turn into confetti. So I know there's a lot of hard plastics like in our food that's used for processing food. So with that plastic, you just need to cut it into strips and then start making confetti out of it. Yeah. So here is some confetti that I've already made. So after you've made your confetti, and it's really important to double check, really to make sure that what you're recycling is actually recyclable. There are some things that may have that appearance but actually are not, such as a lot of these boxes, coffee cups, a lot of these things that look like they're paper or cardboard, they actually have a thin film of plastic on them, and so you can't recycle these. So turn them into confetti. Cut them into strips, turn them into your non-recyclable confetti, and then your confetti is what makes up the body of the bottle. So after you're done with the stuffing in the plastic bags at the bottom, you'll start adding your confetti, and then periodically you want to add in a soft plastic bag, and that's basically to compress everything, because with the confetti there's still a lot of gaps and spaces between, and if you want it to be dense, you need to periodically be adding those plastic bags in. So with the help of your knife and your shovey stick and your hammer, you just pound it in, make it really compact. If you happen to come across really strong plastics, like something like this that needs to be discarded of, or bottle caps, something like that that's not easy to cut up with your scissors, take them outside. Go on the concrete and take your hammer and just start smashing it into bits. Yeah, and then sweep that all up and put it into your confetti bowl, and then you can use that to stuff your bottle. Once you get to the top, the very tippy top, if you happen to have any of this foamy, soft foamy stuff that normally comes in packages, in mail packages, you can cut it up into strips and then shove it into the top. This stuff takes up a lot of room. There's a lot of air in it. So it's very bulky and it's not very heavy. So you definitely do not want to use this in the body of your Ecobricks. Use it at the top, shove it in, stuff more. With very little space, you can actually stuff a bunch of this stuff. So wait for the very end and then put it in there. So this is also a way to get rid of some of this foam. I haven't tried stuffing this with styrofoam because it's very bulky and it isn't very heavy. So I don't know if I haven't experimented. Maybe you could use this method with styrofoam. I don't know. But as for now, this really works best just with non-recyclable plastics, other non-recyclable materials, and this soft foamy stuff that comes like in the mail. All right, that's basically how you make an Ecobrick. What to do when you're done. So I'm not an expert with what to do with these things when you're done. But I know that there is a lot of material online. If you just do a search for Ecobrick uses, you can find there's many things people are doing with these. They're making benches, they're making houses, they're putting them in their gardens to help create the foundations of raised beds. There's probably other things that are happening with them. If you don't have the resources to construct things with them, you can drop them off or you can mail them in to different drop-off points. I know one of them is called Upcycle Santa Fe, and there are others. You might have to do a little bit of research looking into which websites are up to date and which centers still are still taking in the Ecobricks. So I definitely plan to be walking in that direction soon. But in the meantime, I think it's really important that each of us takes responsibility for what we're consuming and what's coming out of our households. It's really important that each of us helps to stop poisoning our environments, because all of that's just coming back to us. So I hope that this has encouraged you to start processing your own non-recyclable waste, and I hope that you will share this with your friends and family. Thank you, and happy eco-bricking.